Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. Thank you very much to the supervisor and examiner to have me in place to attend my proposal seminar titled The Influence of Leverage, Total Asset Turnover, and Profitability to Financial Distress in the Food and Beverage Subsector in Indonesia. Before that, I would like to introduce myself. I am Novia Qathrunnada from Manajemen with concentration in finance. Let's get into the table of content. Section 1, Introduction, Background, Problem Formulation, Research Objectives, Research Method. Section 2, Review of Theory and Hypothesis, yaitu Literature Review, Framework of Thought, dan Hypothesis. Section 3, Research Method, Unit of Analysis, Population, Sample, Operational Variable, Collection Techniques, Analysis Techniques. Bab 1, Introduction, Research Background. For one, increased industrial innovation led to competition as there are many competition in the same industry, where in the minds of the emergency of various companies, there are things that either their ground, namely the phenomenon of financial difficulties that make many entrepreneurs tend to start or establish a business. Or two, the phenomenon of the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, which significantly affected the food and beverage industry sector. The food and beverage sector is one of the areas. This is due to government policies such social distancing and large-scale social restrictions. This policy indirectly reduce the company performance and can experience a decline in profits. The following is data on companies with negative net income, and we can see that in 2020, the success data is 14 companies experiencing financial distress. Next, financial factor that affect financial distress in the study area. For one, financial leverage, debt to equity ratio. Two, total asset turnover. And three, profitability, return on assets. Next, there are conflicting and inconsistent research results that test these variables on financial distress. And finally, the difference with previous research in the time period 2018 to 2022, the combination of the three variables and the research method. Next. For next problem formulation, for one, does financial leverage affect financial distress in food and beverage sector companies listed on the Indonesian Stock Exchange for the 2018 to 2022 period. For two, does total asset turnover affect financial distress in food and beverage subsector companies listed on the Indonesian Stock Exchange? Then three, does profitability affect financial distress in food and beverage subsector companies listed on the Indonesian Stock Exchange? Next, research objective. For one, to find out whether financial leverage affect financial distress in food and beverage subsector companies listed on the Indonesian Stock Exchange. For two, to find out whether total asset turnover affect financial distress in the food and beverage subsector companies listed on the Indonesia Stock Exchange. And three, they find out whether profitability affect financial distress in food and beverage subsector companies listed on the Indonesian Stock Exchange. Next, research benefit to theoretical can be additional literature and evidence for reference in future research, provide input and broaden insights for economics. To company become a reference for management to improve its performance so that it can affect the company from financial stress. To external can be used by investors, shareholders, creditors, and the governments in making the right stock decision. To readers can provide additional scientific insight related to financial stress. Next, back to review of theory. Theoretical background, ada two theoretical background. For one, signaling theory. Signaling theory outlines a view of management with the development of the company in the future, which will affect the response of potential investor to the company. Signaling theory explains how financial reports are used to provide positive signals or good news, such as good company condition, and negative signals or bad news to external parties, which can be in the form of company loss. There will increase the possibility of bankrupt. For two, against theory, the main principle of this theory is that there is a working relationship between the party who utter risk or principle and the party who receives the authorical or agent in the form of a cooperation contract known as the nexus contract. By adding that to the capital structure, it can reduce the use the share and reduce the agency cost of equity. In addition, agencies use the debt will also use agency conflict and increase the risk of bankruptcy. Next, conceptual description. Financial distress, bankruptcy, as also known as financial stress, is the result of the failure of a company's management to achieve its economic goals in the long term. In other words, bankruptcy does not suddenly occur, rather begins with a warning of a financial crisis that begins when the company experiences financial difficulties in generating revenue or profits. The following indicators of financial distress consist of, for one, the company's net operating profit fell for several years. Two, dividend payments are stopped, and three, financial restructuring or miscellaneous. Based on the description above, it is synthesis that negative company net income is used to project the level of financial stress. Next, financial leverage. The leverage ratio, also known as the solvency ratio, is a ratio that shows the extent to which the company's assets are financed with debt, namely how much debt the company bears compared to assets. Now, the following financial leverage indicators consist of, for one, debt to asset ratio or DAR. For two, debt to equity ratio or DER. Three, long-term debt to equity ratio. 4 times interest earned. And last, fixed charge coverage. To measure the level of financial stress, research use the debt to equity ratio. Next, activity ratio. The activity ratio is a way to measure how effectively a business utilizes its assets. This ratio shows the extent to which management is able to garner sufficient sales from the asset base. The following activity ratio indicators consist of, for one, receivable turnover, inventory turnover, working capital turnover, fixed asset turnover, and last, total asset turnover or TATO. One way to measure the growth of a business that has a low level of activity is total asset turnover. researchers will use this ratio because total asset turnover show that the business ability to generate asset productivity will affect sales within a certain period of time. Next, profitability. Profitability ratios ratios to assess a company's ability to generate profit. Profitability ratios consists of a collection of ratios that show how operating results from liquidity, assets, and their impact operating results. Okay, the following profitability indicators consist of for one, gross profit margin, operating profit margin, net income margin, return on total asset or ROA, and last, return on equity or ROE. Now, the following methods can be used the research to project profitability using return on assets or ROA. Next, hypothesis. According to research from the claim by Terima et al. For 2018, research does not affect or cannot be used to predict the company's financial crisis. This contradicts the result of research by Amalia and Tijadi 2003, namely research has an influence. And one, financial leverage affect financial distress. Next, research conducted by Restianti and Agustina 2018 showed that total asset turnover does not have a positive impact on stress financial circumstance. Meanwhile, according to Wakas and Medurus 2018, total asset turnover has a positive effect. Two, total asset turnover affects financial distress. And last, according to Carolina et al., 2018 showed that the profitability variable has a positive and significant effect on financial pressure. Meanwhile, according to Isaias 2021, profitability has a significant negative effect on financial pressure. Three, profitability affect financial distress. Next, framework of thought. The following is a formula for the Y variable is financial distress and the X variable is leverage, total asset, turnover, and profitability. Next, the three research method. Object, population, and sample. The object of this research is the food and beverage subsector manufacturing companies listed on the Indonesia Stock Exchange. The data used in this study are secondary data obtained from annual financial reports containing on the IDX website or the website of each company. Next, the population is the study amount to 84 food and beverage subsector companies on the IDX. The research sample to be used in 20 companies with period of 2018 to 2022 in 5 years and produce observation unit total 100 sample of research data. Next, the following is an operational variable. For one, financial leverage. There's total debt bagi total equity. Next, total asset turnover and profitability, return on asset, and one, financial distress. Next, research method. This research use quantitative approach, determination of the sample using purpose random sampling on food and beverage subsector companies listed on the IDX. Data collection technique. Data is obtained from the documents of annual financial reports of companies listed on the Indonesia Stock Exchange in the food and beverage sector. Next, data analysis technique. For one, logistic regression analysis. For two, Hosmer and Ramshaw goodness of fit test. For three, overall fit model. For four, confidence of determination. For five, predictive accuracy test. And last one, partial test. Okay, that's all my presentation. Let's anyhow please forgive. I realize that my thesis is still far from perfect. Therefore, I ask for direction from your instruction so that my thesis can be more perfect. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.